Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Who were these two men? And what did they believe was the problem with a capitalist system? Karl Marx was born in Trier, Prussia on May 5, 1818. He was one. He attended college at the University of Berlin, where he received a doctorate in philosophy in 1841. Marx then moved to France, where he made contact with socialist groups. In Paris is where Marx met Friedrich Engels. Friedrich Engels was born in Prussia in 1820. From a well-known family, he established himself as a revolutionary. Marx and Engels collaborated on the Communist Manifesto. They both believed that there was a need for the common worker to arise and resist the powers of leadership when it came to business owners. They believed workers should revolt to get rights and benefits they deserved. They believed capitalism exploited workers. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels are known for Marxism. Marxism is socialism, of which the dominant feature is public ownership of the means of production, distribution, and exchange. Communism is said to evolve from socialism, out of progression. The socialist slogan is, each according to his ability, to each according to his work. While the communist slogan is, from each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. Social change can come incrementally or suddenly, but sudden social change disrupts everything and causes chaos, while incremental change was more planned out and more desirable. In the picture you see Vladimir Lenin. He was born in Russia on April 10, 1870. Although he grew up privileged, he was a hard worker. Lenin was inspired by Marx and Engels' book, The Communist Manifesto. Lenin was inspired by the Communist Manifesto. They wanted him to introduce Russia to communism. Since many were suffering and living in poverty in Russia, he thought they would miss communism. Lenin started the Bolshevik Revolution and took over Russia. Lenin's army, known as the Red, fought in favor of communism against the Whites, who were in favor of the Tsar. The Reds won and took complete control in 1922. This was known as the Russian Civil War. The Russian Civil War caused shortages, famine, and disease, and millions died. Some of the reasons I believe the revolution took hold in Russia is because the Russian supply market was down. Famine struck Russia hard before and during the revolution. Russia was dealing with food supply shortages, growing inflation, and near breakdown of the Russian supply market. Another reason was poor leadership. Tsar Nicholas II had little expertise at handling state affairs. He refused to relax his grip on Russia. He also refused to recognize progress in government. His leadership was repressive to Russia. World War I is another reason. Huge loss and no real victories gave the Russian army low morale. Many did not understand why they were even fighting in the war. Another reason was workers wanted more freedoms. Workers wanted their human rights by employers and governments. And another reason, the last one, was because of Rasputin. Russian people did not like an illiterate peasant like Rasputin associating with the Tsar. Many believed he was a spy working for the Germans. The revolution didn't take hold in industrialized places because they were more productive and could feed their population. These places had supply of available capital. The negative effects of command economies is they are susceptible to resource waste. It is impossible for our central authorities to know how to allocate and when it comes to materials or resources. Another thing is they are inefficient. Central government cannot make decisions quick enough for the market to function properly. Some of the effects of a free market economy are they know how to allocate with minimal waste. Because private owners own the resources, they are able to know how much and what to market, which is efficient. The Socialist political party wanted to destroy capitalism, while the Union wanted to improve workers' conditions within the capitalist system. The political party was revolutionary and the Union just wanted reform. Both do struggle with government. I believe socialism will never succeed because it does not allow private owners to interact freely in market economies. Private owners need to be able to allocate resources freely when they are needed without the government getting involved. As you can see, Heaven on Earth is a documentary about the collapse of socialism. This documentary was very educational to me. I do believe this documentary was written with a more capitalist view. Even though I do not view socialism in the most positive light, there are some positive things, and I think this video made it kind of seem that capitalistic economy is the superior economy by far, and I really didn't like that.